Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we are on the Texas Tropical Trail and also the World Birding Trail at the Edinburg Scenic Wetlands. This is a place I didn't know existed until I took a look at the World Birding Sites list and decided to check it out, and it was actually pretty interesting. I like how they grabbed this plot of land that was brushy and stuff with some of the lakes from water treatment plants, and they turned it into a nice little place to go hiking, a nice little place to go and see some of the birds. So that was pretty cool. It's pretty shady, so it's not that bad. This was in the middle of summer. I didn't feel like I was suffering at all, and they fixed it up pretty well with all the different water areas, and they got some bridges, they got a learning center and everything. And apparently, if you build it, the birds will come because here they are, just doing their bird things that they usually like to do. I've never seen so many snowy egrets all together. I guess they like hanging out together at times. But they have a nice big retaining pond there, and you get to see some of the birds just hanging out. They've got a visitor center, which I always enjoy. They have a lot of informative things in there, plus this giant heron, which I am a sucker for. I'm a big blue heron fan, so it was nice seeing them. And it's very kid friendly and everything, so it's pretty cool. And then they have all these little outposts everywhere where you can go and sit in the shade, and if you're quiet enough, you can see some of the birds. You can see water birds, shore birds, regular birds. Um, you can see some of these white pelicans just doing their pelican thing. Look at that. It's like they told each other, okay, one, two, three, now go. Yes, they're pretty awesome. Pelicans, even though they want to eat everything in sight. Then I also saw these tiny little Inca doves. Look at how tiny they are. They're just kind of there, being tiny and cute. I wanted to grab one and pet one. But, you can't really do that. You have to control yourself. Control. Control, Wally. But they're cute. Um, There's also some flying pelicans. It's always good to see them flying, but it's even weirder to see them all swim together because they like to do things together, and it's kind of funny seeing them actually. I pretty much just sat there for about 20 minutes and checked out the white pelicans doing white pelican things, and then moved along to other areas to see some of the other birds. They had some plain chacalacas, which are always fun to see. And I think I'm saying chacalacas wrong. And then they have the other end of the park, which has a whole bunch of ducks and geese. And I'm not a big duck and geese fan because they all look alike to me. They all look different from each other. I sometimes feel like I cannot find two ducks or geese that are the same, and that frustrates me. And once I think, oh, I know how to identify this duck, all of a sudden there's like a duck variant of that duck, which I've never seen before, and it frustrates me because it's like, why don't they look like the ducks that they're supposed to look like? I don't know. Duck problems, I guess. Um, but you can come here and feed the ducks and the geese, and it's all fun for everybody. And you can go back to the trails and see some of the other ponds and see what they have to offer because each one does have different birds that like to nest in them. And you can see some of the birds you usually see at the beach, like the avocet, just hanging out here by itself, doing its avocet things. But that's the Edinburg Scenic Wetlands for you. It's a pretty cool place. I'm glad I found it. So if you have a chance to go visit it, especially if you're into birding, check it out and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.